And the game of the year is Astrobot.
Um, all right. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about it real quick. Quick. Astrobot. I know Astrobot is pretty good, right? I'm trying to understand why they won the game awards, right? Like, as a game of the year, rather. Um, I can probably understand if they won specific category, but I just think, I don't know. I think the game of the year, right, or the game of the year notation there, right, is pretty much sending a message, right? It's absolutely sending a message because again, if you watch the entire video for that one, you know that the Larian, right? Is it the developer from Larian, or the one who basically, right, announced the winner? He actually um laid out a really compelling speech, right? It's almost as if he's justifying the announcement of Astrobot being the ultimate winner of this prestigious award, right? I definitely understand, but I really think Black Myth Wukong, Final Fantasy Rebirth most specifically also did that, right? They're like creating these games without pushing the devs, right? Having a toxic environment, toxic work community, and they're just not after numbers. They're actually after quality. If you probably played Final Fantasy VII Rebirth remake, you know that for the fact, right? If you played the Black Myth Wukong, they didn't need to cram many bosses on that one or create that huge amount of quality just to get money quickly, right? Those formula are typically doings of Ubisoft or other like EA, which is pretty guilty on whatever that developer from Larian, um, has said on his essay or his speech. However, I think it's a bit stretch for Astrobot to actually win it because again, there's a lot of other games out there that are just really, really compelling. Again, Astrobot is really great as a game, but again, Final Fantasy Rebirth is like a really big game, right? I mean, there's part one, they already, produced that and compelled a lot of people, right? The remake, and then here's the Rebirth, which offered tons and tons of playability, right? Of features and just amazing stuff, right? And again, Black Myth Wukong, I'm not even talking about Metaphor Repentatio yet, which is also pretty nuts. So if you consider those, competitor, Astrobot, right, despite of its graphics and its fun, I mean, it's good, but it's not going to be a game of the year, at least for me, compared to those competitor, right? Competitor. Now, again, what Larian Dev's speech is talking about, toxic community or rather toxic work environment for the devs, right? Publishers and things like that. But I don't believe the competitors, again, Black Myth Wukong, Metaphor Fantasio, and Final Fantasy Rebirth, has those stuff, right? They're not Ubisoft, they're not EA, they're not those things, right? They're really, really good. But yeah, I'm kind of bummed out. I think if I will think of this, right, politically or something, I think they're probably giving this W to Sony for celebrating its 30th anniversary, right? I think Jeff Keighley and other stakeholder for this, they just kind of like probably decided like it's Sony PlayStation's 30th birthday, right? 30th anniversary. So why don't we just give this W to the mascot that they just found, right? because again, Sony is, you know, kind of like lost recently, especially for their mascot, right? PS5 Pro and a lot of direction. It's not like what it's used to be like Sony. That's why you would realize with the new announcement for Intergalactic and other stuff, they're even going back to their roots, right? Really using the nostalgia, right? The disc player, the old Crash Bandicoot game, the old Sony logo game, and again with the 30th anniversary, they're really going back to nostalgia, kind of like reminding us that PlayStation, Sony used to be the best, right? They're kind of like the best. They're the greatest for console, right? For gaming. And I do believe that Sony, as a matter of fact, PlayStation, right, is like they create games, especially developers, right? They create the first party developers. They create games that that are compelling, that are really in quality, right? It's not just like they're creating a game because just for the sake of it, like they just wanted to again earn money or something. They probably did that with Conquered, right? But right now, what they're I mean, originally again before, what they're trying to do is really amazing, and I definitely appreciate that they're trying to pull that again, right? Or I mean, at least I could definitely see that they're trying to pull the nostalgia back. And I think what they did here again with Jeff Keighley and the management of this game of the year, they just gave that to Sony, right, to PlayStation, because I don't know, I may be biased or something, but Astrobot beating Metaphor, Wukong, and Final Fantasy Rebirth for me is just bonkers, right? Especially for me that I played them all. I don't think it's I don't think it's on that caliber, right? At least again in storytelling, in delivery, in a lot of stuff. Astrobot's just really fun to play, but not that caliber. I don't know. Let me know what you think, guys, on the bottom here on the comment. Do you agree for Astrobot as the game of the year as well? I mean, sorry for the Sony fans, right? PlayStation fans out there. I'm a PlayStation guy, but I just I just really wish, Final Fantasy, or Wukong won it. It would have been more spectacular than this. But I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below what are your thoughts about this. But yeah, I just wanted to rant quickly about that. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one.